Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin Cordani. I'm a trainer and professional travel agent here at Archer Travel. And today we're going to do a supplier training for VAX Vacation Access. What we're going to do is look for condos on this platform here. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen and we're going to get going. Can you see my screen? Awesome. All right. So what we're going to do is log in. Like I said, can't even get it together today. All right, so I'm doing Hawaii. I'm working on a Hawaii trip, so I just need hotel in Maui. Actually, let's do Hawaii. And then we're gonna do. Oh, it didn't work. We're gonna do the dates that they're gonna be there. So what I'm doing is selecting the supplier, what I want to look for, and the dates, how many travelers. There's only 2 adults going for this trip, so I didn't need to adjust anything. But what I'm looking for is condo-like homes or regular homes in the Kaihi area. So it doesn't have any options to select on this side of the search engine to be able to filter out like hotels compared to condos. So we're just going to have to read the description of everything. So I'm going to change the sorted preferences to low, from preference to low to high. This is regarding the price. And this is because I want to make sure that my clients are able to make it somewhere in their budget. And this this selection for their part of the Hawaii trip has been kind of frustrating for all of us involved. We've moved locations about 3 times now, specifically after the decision was made for which quote they wanted to go for, and what property they wanted to go for. It sells out very quickly. So when you're planning Hawaii trips, guys, just remember to plan it as far out as possible because it does sell out very quickly, especially around Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's. These are very popular times, especially for snowbirds or people in the north. So we want to make sure that we're getting what they want. They did say that they wanted to look for standard hotel rooms with a king bed and a kitchenette. That's totally fine, but they are looking for like condo styles. So I know the Astons, they do the condo styles, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. They also do studio type apartments with smaller kitchenettes as well. So we're gonna skip the Days Inn. That's a 2-star hotel. And then we're gonna move down to Kohi Kai Hotel Maui. This actually was a selection on their original quote, so it looks like this is back in selection that the room was canceled because this sold out during Black Friday. So I wasn't able to even find this selection available. So I'm going to put it back in the running because they've already seen this property. It is a king bed garden view with free Wi-Fi near the Hawaiian Islands Humpback Whales National Marine Sanctuary headquarters in Kaihi. So that's South Shore, Hawaii. Ooh, I've got Pravella in the waiting room. She's coming in. Hey, Pravella. Hey, Pravilla, we're just getting started on VAX, so I'm using Blue Skies for the vendor to look for Hawaii hotels. Bella, move. All right, so this package, we can click on the link for the hotel, and what it'll do is it'll show us what we're looking for. So hold on, let me stop sharing my screen and turn off the waiting room. Hey guys, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and continue to share my screen. I'm using Blue Sky Tours to book a room in Maui, Hawaii, for my clients that I'm working on. So what we're looking at right now is the description from a hotel room. Let me go back, and I clicked on the name of the hotel to find this description. So this is a 3-star. It is standard, pleasant accommodations, good service with many amenities available, which is what you want to look for. Superior deluxe is 4 stars, and luxury exceptional is 5 stars, typically your $10,000 to $12,000 range hotel rooms. I'm staying within a budget here, guys, and $10,000 to $12,000 is their max. So I'm not going to stay in an area that's too expensive for my client. So this hotel's information, it's starting from $2,652.02. That's about $123 a night. I have 2 guests staying here, guys. So this is the address of where the hotel is located. And then once you scroll down, you'll see pictures of the resort. Some of them, the little icons are broken, but you'll see that when you scroll, the picture still works. And this is just giving you guys an idea of what a garden view looks like. Or sometimes if you're up on a higher level, you'll see the ocean as well. All right, so located in Kaihi, Kohei Kai Hotel Maui is by the ocean within a 15-minute drive of Kemaoli Beach Park and Mailea Harbor. This beach hotel is 4.6 miles from Keauakapu Beach North and 7.3 miles from Wailea Beach. So if you click more, it'll expand more about the property. And then it also has hotel policies for when check-in and check-out is. So if you're checking in at 3 p.m., your checkout's at 11. So we can also go back to the hotel selection on the regular page where we selected this hotel to begin with and click this plus sign. This plus sign will drop down a menu of a bunch of different rooms options. So this one is the one king bed, garden view, free Wi-Fi. But they're kind of looking for like a kitchenette setup. So we can look at the junior suite. So you just click on the link and it'll pull up the different amenities for the junior suite. So this is the room. Oh, sorry. This is the junior suite, 1 king bed, accessible garden view. We can choose accessible or not accessible. That's always an option. So this is overlooking the garden with all of the plants that were on the patio area with the sliding door. It's got a bed, free Wi-Fi, entertainment, food and drinks. So it's got a refrigerator, microwave, and coffee tea maker. It sleeps, the sleep options are pillow top bed, premium bedding, blackout drapes, curtains, and bed sheets. Got a bathroom. It's practical for free long distance calls from the island to the mainland. Iron and ironing board and wardrobe or closet. You have comfort for climate controlled air conditioning and daily housekeeping. got a roll-in shower. Need to know is toothbrush and toothpaste are not available, so you got to pack that, of course. It's non-smoking. It's accessed via exterior corridors. So this sliding glass door that you saw in the pictures, guys, that's your entrance and exit to the room itself. There's not an interior door that has like an entrance or exit to like a hallway, for example, which I feel like is really cool. That's like private, in my opinion. And then it lists off all of the different amenities that's listed above, and then how much per stay the price increases. So for $76.11, I can upgrade my clients to a junior suite. And this would still be within their budget. So we can choose the unaccessible garden suite, which leaves these accessible rooms for people with mobility issues or hearing issues, to be able to have those rooms available to them. So we want to be courteous of that. So I'm going to select this one because they were looking for a suite-like experience or condo. So this is an option. All right, so how to read how much it costs. It does tell you from the dates where you're staying. And so this is check in and check out. And then days prior to departure is 90 days. And then base package price, this is what it would cost without any taxes. This is the adult base price for 2 adults. So this breaks it down per adult. If there were any additional options added onto it for the features section, those additional pricings would show up here in the options. This is the pay to Blue Sky Tours price, $2,728.13 for the room. And then this destination is not a resort type destination, so it's just a hotel, which is awesome. It saves them destination or resort fees. So the commissionable price that you're going to be quoting for your clients is in green, the total package price. Okay, this includes taxes and fees. All right. So if you want to be able to see what these fees are, just click on it. It's a link. It'll break down what the fees and taxes are. Taxes in Hawaii are 17%, y'all. Real expensive. So you're going to see an increase in price just from the taxes. Okay. And then you'll be able to see what is not included in the price should there be any resort fees. So that would be listed here. And then the total with everything included. So if there were resort fees, you would be able to see the total taxes and fees there as well. And then this is what the mandatory taxes and fees include for the vacation price. And if you wanted to, you can put this in your notes, let's say on your customer relations management system like Notion. All right, so what we're going to do is also look at the administrative booking fees. These are your commissions, guys, your commissions. Here you can increase the price by a number or a percentage, okay? But you can't decrease that price by the same amount. You have to decrease the price by doubling it, or it won't work. And I don't understand why that happens. It's just that way. So I don't increase my price on here specifically. I just write down what my commission is going to be from this supplier. This is where you find that commission, and then you just exit out of it, and it doesn't change the price here. What I do is add an additional 10% service fee onto my quote forms. So whatever total charge is on that quote form is going to be my service fee at the end. This is paid directly to me. And when you add a commission here under your booking administration, if you increase that price, let's say by that 10%, You'll also be getting less of that down the line because that's paid by the supplier going to Archer. So we get 80% of that instant commission. 80% of that additional commission instead of it being an instant commission. So always take that 100% option as well. All right, so let's say you want to save this itinerary and come back to it later. Down here in your recent searches, this is the first search that we did today, guys. So we're gonna go and save it. All right, so I'm just gonna, for training purposes. All right, so this is training itinerary 1 is saved. We're going to retrieve this. Let's say I went back home to VAX by clicking on their icon and I'm back at the beginning where we started. And I wanted to I'm freshly logged in and I wanted to retrieve what we just searched up. Yeah, okay, so we can come up here to the top and do next reservation, existing reservations, and retrieve saved itineraries, trip bookmarks, groups, and settings. We want to retrieve saved itineraries. Okay, so I've got a couple here already, and then we're going to go ahead and retrieve training itinerary -1. This is the one I just saved. So we'll be able to pull this up. It takes a minute. Excellent. So now that you've retrieved the information, we are going to look at all the things in the red here. We booked this, none of this was listed, okay? This looks very different also from when we just booked it. So I'm gonna go over everything. You have in your search box here where your clients are going for how long, okay? And then your itinerary summary, it's telling you that the Kohei Kai Hotel Maui Junior Suite, 1 king bed, garden view, free Wi-Fi hotel has a new price. This price fluctuated by like $1, guys, okay? The package price now includes taxes and fees payable to the brand and in destination. Excellent, that's perfect. And then this is the hotel room for the dates that they're going. Okay, location near Hawaiian Islands, Humpback Whale National Marine Sanctuary headquarters is a 3-star hotel. We can change it here or we can keep it, which we're going to keep it for this itinerary purpose. Okay, and then hotel advisories. I always retrieve my itineraries to get these hotel advisories because these are really important information and notices that you need from the resort or hotel that you're booking. And this is specifically about the room. So it describes everything about like check-in, check-out, cleaning, damage fees, anything that's special for children or early arrivals or anything like that. So what this features is basically we can add excursions to the itinerary. So we're going to do that right now. So you can add features to the itinerary on the bottom. So this is how it looked before we retrieved it, right? So we're back to the booking screen where we were before we went home, okay? So this is the features option. This is automatically applied depending on the type of supplier that you're using. Remember, VAX Vacation Access is only a booking engine. It has up to 55 plus supplier options that you can book with. Blue Sky Advantage or Blue Sky Tours in Hawaii is just one option, okay? So we're gonna drop down the features menu and we're gonna look at what's available. Guys, we can add travel protection to each trip here in this section. However, I prefer Tinlang because it's full coverage for the entire trip instead of just whatever is included in this specific package. So the traveler's insurance that you're seeing here, full travel credit, If you have this selected or added to the package, it will only give your clients credit for what's purchased in this specific package. It won't give your clients credit for any excursions that were not added to this package, were purchased separately, maybe from Viator or Project Expedition. And it won't allow your clients to get cash refunds or during travel protection. So this is just an option to the different refunds that you can have. So travel credit goes to the credit supplier of the trip, and they would have to book with the supplier in the amount of whatever is credited up to that amount. And then whatever else is left over, they have to pay out of pocket. Or they can get the cash back refund where the supplier provides the refund back to the card that's on file for the payment option within 7 to 10 business days. And then during travel protection, this includes information about, let's say, delays in the room being available to them. Let's say they checked in at 3:05 and the room's required to be ready at 3, and there's a 2-3 hour delay because there's still people in the room. That is something that you can claim as travel protection during travel because that delayed their trip. But this, if it's not including trips for flights, this is just a hotel. So if this is not including flights, this will not cover flight protection. All right. This is round trip shared transportation, Maui Airport or Kaihi area hotels. We are setting up transportation externally in downtown travel. So I don't need to select anything of these, but we will, for the sake of this this training, select this private sedan transportation to and from Kaihi area hotels 1 and 2 passengers. It's $707 additional charges for travelers for the private transportation. That's a round trip. So they're going to send a car to the airport, pick you up, and then they're going to send a car to the hotel and take you to the airport at the end of the trip. So for 6 days for them to be on a round trip basis, that's really expensive. The $707 addition showed up in the options down here, guys. So you can see the base package price is for the hotel per person. And then the additional transportation showed up here, adding to the price, $707. So it's now a total of $3,390.60. Okay. But let's say we wanted to do some type of excursion. You can filter out all of these options. So let's do a sightseeing and tours option. There's 27 of them. So this one is Whale Watch Mailea without transportation. I don't like that. I would prefer with transportation. We can do a short waterfall walk with transportation. That sounds fun. So I'm going to do March 5th. For 2 people, it's $157 a piece. We're going to add $314 to our total. And you'll be able to see that here as well. So the big green number is reflecting the commissionable rates for everything. Okay, guys. Now, what we want to do is look for something different. So this is a zipline canopy tour, but it doesn't have any transportation, but it doesn't state that it has transportation either. So let's look at what it says. I clicked on the link for the zipline canopy tour, which is providing a highlights about the experience. North Shore Zipline Co. Was designed to thrill first-time zippers with as well as the most experienced zipline enthusiasts. This historic World War II landmark site is located just 25 minutes from the Kahului, I can never say that one, airport, and beautiful upcountry haiku. Here you'll learn about Maui's World War II history and find a freestyle eco-adventure the whole family can enjoy. A must-zip adventure. Oh, that's really cool. All right, so let's see what their times are available. Okay, it's approximately 2 hours long. This is the check-in time and meeting place. So they need to meet here at this location about 30 minutes prior to the excursion. So this tells me that they do not have transportation included. So we're setting up private transfers, like I mentioned, through downtown travel. That's really okay. So we'll be including this one in, oh, I accidentally added 2. So there's only 1 here. That didn't change. Cool. So we're going to select this date of the 6th, for example, and add $340 to the price. $170 for ziplining for 2 hours is really affordable. Okay, guys. All right. So now what we're going to do is save this new itinerary. I've packaged this with 2 excursions, private transfers, and a hotel. Now, this price has been increased by $1,361 and 2 excursions and a private transfer from the airport to the hotel, and then from the hotel to the airport. And so your total, the total that we're looking at right now is $444.60. So we're going to save this itinerary. Okay. But remember, we did training itinerary 1. We're going to do that for 2. Okay. So I'm going to show you something really cool and awesome. Let me show you what it looks like. Now that we've got this saved, we're going to go to retrieve saved itineraries. So we have training itinerary 1 to go, which is retrieving our original itinerary with just the hotel. And it takes a minute to load. I do apologize, guys. So this has no options added to it. That's the original itinerary. But let me show you how to access the itinerary again. Okay. We're going to retrieve the same itinerary for itinerary number 2. But look, they added a double. I don't like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete it here. Let's delete. It'll take a second, but now that duplicate for itinerary number 2 is gone. And so now I'm just going to go to itinerary number 2. All right. So while this is loading, I'm going to let you guys know that sometimes the pricing on the excursions change. So remember, we wanted a junior suite, king bed, garden view at the hotel. And then we upgraded them. So if we wanted to, we can go back and downgrade them if we want to keep it under 4,000. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and select that garden view, just the regular standard room instead, because we've packaged it with something that's, you know, more expensive for $1,361 add-ons. That takes it just under $4,000 at $3,969.80. All right. But let's say we wanted to change that room type and remove a transfer instead. We're going to go to change hotel and go back to the booking page to be able to change that option. Or you can go to retrieved saved itineraries and just re-access the itinerary number 2 that we just saved and didn't save any changes to it. Okay, we didn't save the room change because I didn't select save down here. Okay, so now that we have this room back where we want it, let's say we want to remove that transfer because we can find it cheaper on downtown travel. Let's go ahead and do that. So these are the features for the excursions. This is an item that's free. So Blue Sky Advantage just upgrades the account, and then there's no brand cancel fees that's included. So if this were to be canceled, if the property charges a penalty, we'd pay the property, but not the supplier. And then we have our short waterfalls walk with transportation and zip line canopy tour. And then here's the airport transfers that we want to remove. So we're going to remove that instead. Okay. Excellent. So now that we're ready to, this brought this way under 2,000, very close to 3. So this is $3,337.60 in the big green number, which is the total price with $654 additions, which is good, which is really good. So what we're gonna do is save this itinerary as training itinerary number 3. All right, so excellent. Now I'm going to show you how to read everything down below. So this is for the transportation that we removed, which is totally fine. We're not going to select this. Okay. This is travelers protection. We're getting a third-party travelers protection with Tinlink covering the entire cost of their entire trip. So we're not going to be adding this protection option to this plan. Okay. And honestly, this plan is breaking it down per section when we can get a full coverage from Tinlink for a lesser price. So these are rental cars. So they are not getting a rental car because they're doing transfers, remember? So we're going to enter in their information here to protect my client's privacy. I'm not going to enter any information today, but we will be going over the different sections. So this is for the main traveler, whoever's paying for the trip, guys. The payer's information always goes here. So you select the title, and I'm kind of perturbed that they don't have doctor here because that's also a title. And then their first, middle name, and last names go here. Okay. Your email is going to go here. You want to receive the itineraries. As the travel agent, you need to have access to this information too. But you're going to put your client's phone number here. Okay. And then you can enter a secondary mobile device, which would be your phone number here. So this is my phone number, and I'm going to enter nothing here because this is my client's phone number, right? Great. Okay. This is going to be the next traveler. Okay. Their information is going to be for the title, first, middle, and last name here. If for any reason your client doesn't have a middle name, leave it blank. Okay. Don't even type anything in it. So we have itinerary tools. This is where you'll be doing special requests and comments for whatever the clients are requesting about their room. Okay. So this is for hotel requests, additional remarks, make sure to add extra towels. And toiletries for like toilet paper and facial wash and things like that. And then for this one, the Blue Sky Advantages, you can leave this blank, guys. This is not necessary for you guys to add any information, as it's not asterisked right here. But here for the waterfall walk with transportation, you need to add your client's phone number here and your email address here. Okay. And then additional remarks. My clients are elderly. My client has mobility needs. There is a service dog coming with, or whatever this tour needs, right? And then for the ziplining canopy tour, you'll need to put in your client's phone number and the height of each participant, your phone number, and then any additional remarks that you for this tour as well. Okay. Now, this is the payment screen and how your clients will be paying for this trip. So the balance is due $3,337.60. But they do have a deposit option to guarantee this price over a period of time. Okay. So they can pay a deposit on December the 7th of $100. 100 buckaroos, guys. That's a cheap deposit. Okay. Excuse me. Now, what you'll have is a full payment due on the January the 18th of 2025 of $3,337.60. Okay. But that's not including the $100. So we have to adjust this price to $3,237.60 because that deposit goes towards the total amount. Okay. And then this is the price, including taxes and fees, of course. So they have up to 10 different payment options. They can split this up 10 different ways. Let's say they don't want to make a deposit and they want to pay right away, but they have 5 different credit cards. Y'all can do that. Okay. We take Visa, Discover, MasterCard, American Express, China Union Pay, JBC, travel credit, and other gift services and promotion cards. So like Visa gift cards, for example. Okay. If your client received a VAX Vacation Access gift certificate from, let's say, a travel agent, and they're redeeming that, you can also use that here. Okay. So we're just gonna do a Visa, but here's the different options. Let's take a look at the other options first before we go into the Visa. It's pretty basic, putting in the card information. You do have to have a credit card authorization form signed for the total price of this package only. Nothing else that's included in the total amount of the price itself. Okay. If you guys have gift cards, service, or promotion cards available, this is where you'll enter the card number with the PIN that's been set on the card, and then the amount that's available for that promotional card. Okay. And then you'll select option number 2 to move on to a credit card. What you want to do is set a gift certificate or gift card payment first, so it removes that out of the total cost of the trip, and then you'll be able to move on to the credit. All right. So for the credit, you have payment type number 2 right here. Okay. Visa, credit card, expiration date, month and year. Okay. These are drop down boxes. Security code, the CVV number, the 3-digit number on the back of the card. The amount being paid to this specific card. It could be anything like their credit limit maybe, or a specific amount like $1,000. Let's say their credit limit's 1,500 and they just want to put 1,000. That's totally fine. Take that payment. Okay. The card's name, first, middle, initial, last name. Okay. The billing address is most likely the mailing address. So you already have this information for their address. This is a street address, okay, city. And then if they don't live in the United States and need something different, let's say they live in the United Kingdom, you can change the country first. So it sets it up so the address looks like it's supposed to for the United Kingdom. Okay. And then this is schedule an email reminder to manually add the final payment. Okay. On this date, January 16th, 2025. This is the final payment, which is due on the 18th. So that's a 2-day grace period. And this is going to me as the travel agent. So I can contact my clients. Hey, we have 2 days to make a final payment. Here's your total amount. This is your payment options. Let me know how you want to pay the total amount so we can continue getting your trip finalized for payment. It also goes over general cancellation terms and conditions here, as well as what it'll cost for air packages, and it breaks it down for travel protection, cancellation and charges and changes and fees for anything, reimbursement without travel protection, cancellations without travel protection, refund allocations, reimbursement allocations for travel credits, credit card transactions and chargebacks, travel documents, required entry, reentry documents, traveling with minors, everything that's anything that you need to know. This is the fine print that you need to read for your clients as well, okay? And then once you're done, you complete this booking here. I have read and explained the general cancellation terms and conditions to the client, including any applicable restrictions or hazardous materials. And then you complete your booking and you're good to go. That was a lot, guys. It was about 45 minutes of going over everything that you need to know how to use this platform for VAX. Does anybody have any questions? I know we got couple people. Well, thanks, Katie. Have a great day. All right. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? We're going to briefly touch base on the home page. So I just want to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. I don't see any questions. All right. So now that we've gone over how to use this platform and how to read the platform, we're going to go over where to find trainings and everything else. Okay. So this is reservations and brands. So we've got vacation packages for these different options, VLG or ALG vacations, Apple vacations. We were just using Blue Sky Tours. There's Fun Jet Vacations, SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment, which is exclusively booked on VAX, Southwest Vacations, Travel Impressions, Travel and Leisure Go, United Vacations, and Universal Parks and Resorts, also exclusively booked on VAX. You have Hotels and Resorts with different brand options available. So let's say your clients are requesting a specific hotel or resort type brand, you'll be able to look these up here. I did a review here off this platform, and it was seamless. I'm verifying all of the information about 10 days before their travel, and I'm really, really excited that my clients are going to be able to go. You have air and transportation. This breaks it down for different options: Latitude Go, VAX Publisher Air, resources, route maps for different suppliers. You have a big giant travel resources button. We're going to click on that real quick. This is really important to know for general foreign entry requirements, passport and travel ID requirements, currency converters. These are very common, frequently asked questions, so they've provided them there. Okay. Health and safety abroad for CDC travel health notices and CDC health abroad, as well as travel advisories, alerts, and warnings, and the STEEP program. And then you have airport security for TSA, TSE pre-check. What can I bring? Travelers with disabilities, things like that. We're going to go back to this page here and look at the cruises options. Yes, guys, you can book different cruise lines on VAX Vacations. You just have to be specific who you want to book. Okay. I have Royal Caribbean on Cruising Power, so I wouldn't do Royal Caribbean. I also have Virgin Voyages on Virgin Voyages, so I wouldn't do Virgin Voyages here. But I don't have access to a ton of other things because I'm just not a supplier with them at the moment. So Norwegian, Princess, Riviera, River Cruises, Amstar, a DMC, and other different cruise lines that you can't find or don't have access to are also listed here. And then you also have independent guided tours. These are excursions, things to do. Okay. And then also travel protection options as well. So you can look at the different travel options that are offered. And then per supplier as well. All right, you have offers and incentives for your clients and yourself. And then destination options for specific places to go. Here's your education. This is brand training and education for live webinars, on-demand webinars, immersion programs, and offsite programs as well, which you can register for. These dates change depending on the date that it is. So if today's the 4th, tomorrow's the 5th, this is going to start at 11 a.m. And no, these are not recorded. You do have to attend them. These are recorded. So these on-demand webinars are recorded and available to you here. And then you also have VAX training and education. This is a good way to learn how to use more in-depth options for VAX, the supplier itself. And then booking on VAX, minimizing fraud risks. Definitely take a look at this section here. Read every single article on preventing fraud. Travel fraud is so prevalent, just like identity fraud, guys. And as a fraud prevention specialist, I just want to stress to you how important it is to read the red flags, guys. Read the red flags. These tips and tricks and articles are going to give you all that education. This is how to manage your reservations, money, engaging with your clients, site manager resources, so BDMs, things like that. And then also things that you might be interested in that you may not know about. And then you also have different, you also have different news advisors, new advisor trainings. This is the Welcome to VAX. And I watched this video, it was so fun. This is Booking 101, industry organizations, advanced features and functionality. So if you guys didn't get enough value out of this training today, that's okay. VAX has training as well. And then Maxwell's monthly contest. This is Maxwell, the penguin, and you can follow these steps to enter in the submission for the giveaway. You have resources, specifically industry calendar, specialty travel, destination weddings, family travel, travel resources, travel inspo toolkit. This is marketing heaven, honey. And then traveling with Donella, the takeoff travel stream, and Maxwell's list. The Compass on VAX is a magazine, and they give you articles and blog posts as well. So this is everything that you need to know about VAX Vacations. If you have a new reservation, you can click here or simply start um, on the home screen. But this is where you'll go to do multi-destination vacation options for different suppliers for multiple destinations. And you can add another destination before or after your second destination as well. And then, sorry, this is existing reservations. This is your search engine. This is on all of VAX, guys. So make sure that you're saving the information for your reservation numbers and your clients' names so that you can specifically pinpoint their itinerary. And then we've already covered the retrieve saved itineraries. So trip bookmarks. Let's say you have something that you bookmarked somewhere on a supplier. I haven't because I just don't think that it's worth it for me specifically, but you might think it's worth it for you to reference. Maybe you're just doing research at the moment and don't really want to do an itinerary build at the time. You can definitely bookmark things that you're looking at here in this section. Groups need to be handled with our tour guides, our host agencies there to guide and help us through group bookings, but they do need to be approved by Archer. So what you'll do is work with the head of the group and VAX to be able to put a quote of information together for everything that's included in the trip that you're planning for that group, and then submit it to Archers for approval. And then you'll be able to find the information here on this page. Just start customizing when you're ready to work with that group. All right, guys, let's talk about your settings really quick. We have about 5 minutes left. You have account settings, help center, and log out here. So we're going to go into account settings. You have your advisor profile, which is who you are. You can change your password and payment due notices. If, let's say, your client has a deposit down on a trip and you're looking for where to find their payments for their trips coming up, this is where you'll go to get them. I don't have any, so it's not going to load any, but you'll click on this, it'll load the page with the information that's there. All right, guys, this is the comprehensive in-depth knowledge of how to use VAX Vacations. I hope this was very, very helpful for you guys and informative. If you have any questions, drop your comments down below and don't forget to hit like and subscribe on my channel. Thanks for visiting, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next week on my next training.